we'll move on to the L of laughter.
Yeah.
So how important has laughter been in you getting through all this?
Laughter's massive. The ability to laugh at yourself is the best form of laughter, I think.
Yeah.
I think if you can't laugh at mistakes you make, I'm doing daft things all the time. I do a lot. I think if you can't laugh at yourself, then it's quite sad. But I have someone I speak to on a daily basis, and they make me laugh. Every conversation, there is a laugh.
Yeah.
Whether it's them sort of taking the mick a little bit out of something I've said or something I've done, or going, oh, listen to this, or it's just a story that they're telling. I laugh every time, and I just think laughter's massive. I have good friends, and we laugh a lot, and each one will bring a different sense of humour.
Yeah.
So it's layered
Yeah.
laughter.
I think even like in our industry as well, laughter's actually a great way to connect to other people, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And my girls as well, they're funny, very witty. So we always have a giggle at home.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My daughter's 15 and she's got a cracking sense of humour.
Yeah.
And it really has been a route through a lot of difficult times.
Yeah.
Obviously she's autistic, she's got ADHD.
Yeah.
And there's been some, challenging times, but I will always diffuse the tension with laughter, even just like being a knob basically, because it helps.
Yeah.
And it's so powerful, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think there's times when you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't be taking the mick out of that, and everyone is so PC now and woke, whatever that is. But sometimes the joke's in my head, or the comments in my head, and I have to think, oh, maybe not.
Well, you have to judge it, don't you, with who you're with, because I've got a lot of comedian friends who've got very dark sense of humour.
Yeah.
And I think, if they ever leaked our WhatsApps, we'd probably be cancelled. But
Yeah.
but only because, we laugh at really dark things.
Dark things are funny.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, even when I did my 1 hour show last year,
Yeah.
and my mum had actually been on her deathbed that week.
Right.
She survived it, but the first 3 minutes of my stand up were talking about that. Because that's my way of dealing with things, and I think it's so healing, because you actually, again, it's about taking power back sometimes, isn't it? So if you can go, well, I'm choosing to laugh at that situation, you're taking the sting out of it, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So other than your friends, what makes you laugh? Like, have you got favourite comedians or shows?
It's everyday things, really. I mean, I do like stand up, and I've been to watch a few, but it is the everyday stuff. It's the irony in situations that makes me laugh, and I'm quite sarcastic, so that side comes through quite a bit.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I laugh at a lot, and think some things will tickle me that other people don't find funny.
Yeah.
And I am crying, laughing. My eyes are watering, and people aren't laughing, and I'm thinking, oh, it's not that funny. But then that makes me laugh more, and then people are like, are you alright? And I'm like, yeah, it's just my eyes are always watering when I laugh. And then you look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if it happens at work, and I'm biting my tongue thinking, you're going to have to rein it in, Caroline. But if something's funny, it's funny.
And there's nothing worse than trying to stop laughing
it
when you think
the fact that nobody else finds it funny makes it funnier.
Yeah. And then you're just in a hysterical loop.
You're on loop. Going, oh my God, this is awful.
Yeah.
But so that's funny.
Well, that's the best though, isn't it? Because that's totally unbridled. Because I look into sort of the science side of it, and I think obviously we're unique as a species of laughing, but babies laugh, don't they?
Yeah.
There's nothing lovelier than when a baby laughs. Well, that so must be built in our DNA.
Yeah.
That need to laugh.
Yeah.
And the ability to laugh, that it's got to be good for you.
Yeah. It cannot be suppressed.
Yeah.
And I heard that for every laugh you live like a second longer. So.
Oh wow.
I think at this rate I'll be the only one laughing in the corner on me own.
Yeah. You'll be like one of these 110-year-old women, and they go, what's your secret to a long life?
Yeah.
Laughing at ridiculous things.
Yeah. But like the mad cat woman.
Yeah. Love it. So have you got a favourite joke?
I do, but I'm not sure. I delivered it twice last night at a dinner.
Right.
And people don't get it. I don't think I'm delivering it right.
Go on, give it a go. Let's see how it is.
So I got an alternate to go to.
Right, let's try the first one. We'll do some comedy coaching as well. I can
feel the tension.
No, it's fine.
Right, so 2 penguins are walking down a road. One says to the other, "There's a biscuit named after us, you know." Penguin says, "What? John and Paul?" I think that's hilarious.
I like it.
People go, "What? John and Paul?" I'm like, "No, penguin, biscuit." When you have to explain the joke, forget it.
Yeah.
Can hear the tumbleweed.
Oh, so, well, I thought it was funny. I like that. I like silly jokes. What was your alternate? Did you have an alternate?
Yeah. So I adopted a dog off a locksmith the other day. But when we got home, he made a bolt for the door.
So I like that. I love that because I love puns and wordplay. So that's like, mwah.
Yeah.
They're both very good.
Yeah, it was given to me, that one, and I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, I'll have that one.
Yeah, because I don't think these days you don't kind of get those one-liner jokes, and you know, as kids when you always had little jokes you'd remember, you know, like you call a man with a cow on his head, pat.
Yeah.
And all them kind of things. They don't. It's not a thing, is it now?
It's lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to bring it back.
Because my daughter said, she went, "You boomers," she calls me a boomer, even though I'm Gen X, I'm not a boomer. But anyone who's older is a boomer. She said, "You try too hard with your comedy." Like, our generation, you could just put a picture up with a funny name and we'll just laugh at that for hours. And I'm like, I know, but I think I like a bit of like cleverness in my humour. But it's amazing to see the generational difference in what they find funny. And obviously they're on TikTok and stuff. And it's something you have to be really conscious of as a comedian. Because I'll say something that I think's like quite a clear reference, and they're like, "Oh, I've never heard of that. What you talking about?" So you always have to explain certain elements and go, if you don't know what it is, then. And I was at a night, I did a gig on Wednesday, and someone had said that they were very attracted to the laughing cow logo as a young man.
Okay.
So, but he'd actually brought a picture of the laughing cow logo, because I think a lot of people like wouldn't even know what it was. So.
He fancied the laughing cow logo.
Yeah. Because she's got earrings made out of cheese.
A cartoon cow. Okay.
Yeah.
Never works.
So you never know what you're going to hear about on a comedy night. Yeah. So, I think humour's definitely changed, probably generationally, but as long as we know what makes us laugh.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Keep giggling.